And growing local is really about making the connection between local farms, the farmland that they depend on as sort of part of their infrastructure, but also the economic infrastructure they depend on to get local food and other things, even local energy, to people in their own communities. So really local farms and food translates into kind of a movement, and I think there's a lot of energy in the country right now about getting back to your own community, investing in your own community, looking at the resources in your own community, and of course from our standpoint that's farmland, well-managed farmland, and all of the great things that it can give to communities like clean water and clean air, but also local food. So we're really trying to make that leap as an organization, I think, from just the land resource and the natural resource to the communities and the people who benefit from that resource. And because especially I have a real fondness for local food and for local farmers, it seems like it makes a lot of sense to take it all the way through the stream and meet people where they are at their own kitchen table. So it's really going from field to fork. Well, I think No Farms, No Food really predates the campaign, but I think lays the groundwork for the campaign. I think it's a message that people get, is if you don't have farms, you don't have food. You certainly, if you don't have local farmland, you don't have local food. And if you don't make that connection, then we end up being very dependent on the rest of the world for food. Looking at what's happened with oil, I think that that's a mistake that we shouldn't make again. I don't think we should be dependent on foreign countries for our energy, and I don't think we should be dependent on foreign countries for our food. So I think we really have to then translate that back and say, okay, so we need our farms and we need our farmland in order to be both food independent and energy independent.